24 hours remain until Tura explodes. Fitch,
Huh?
having stepped away from the wagon for a gnomish tinkle, you turned back towards the road to see only trees. The road was right behind you, right? Oh, wait, no. You turned back this way to use this particular tree. So it must have been to your west? To your east. Which way was the road? Wandering back in the direction you thought you'd come proves harder than you expect. There's a slight mist that has fallen across the area. The snap of a branch behind you echoes through the trees. And then something else. Something is following you through the trees.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm gonna probably shift into second gear and start doing like a speed walk. Oh boy. Like that nervous giggle where it's not so bad, but you're more like you're convincing yourself it's way worse than it is. As I am determined that it's this way, and I keep going forward. At least I think the cart is.
Okay. Something sort of lurches out behind you and lets out a horrible kind of moan.
Back away! And then I cry like, as I do that, I think in my fright, I'm gonna do thunder clap.
Okay.
I think it is. I don't think it's Thunder Wave. I gotta look this up now because I had me questioning it last time. It is.
The fact you haven't spent the week learning it is very disappointing.
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like I was not learning the script. Right. Yeah. So thunderclap.
Yeah!
As just in a scared sort of like reflex of magic. As I try to run faster, but use thunderclap to sort of push it away, slash myself forward.
Yeah. You sort of you cast this spell and there's this burst of it pushes a few of the trees over as well and they fall. The sort of thunderous boom can be heard from up to 100 feet away. It draws attention from more of these creatures. The one that was relatively near you is blasted back and is sort of sent off into the mist and darkness. However, you start to hear more and more of those noises. They start moving their way through the trees. One by one, the figures along the kind of brush horizon, as far as you're able to sort of make out in the with the dark vision, you see these figures one by one, a zombie, a zombie, a zombie, a zombie, one with one eye gone entirely, another one with half its face torn down to the jawbone, one with skin hanging in strips across its body, most of them with mold sort of covering the fabric that cling to their skinny frames. Some of them have boots on still, some do not, some have weathered cloaks and rusted belts. But there's a stench that kind of hits you as well, a sour, wet and old smell as these creatures begin to stagger forward, arms out. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna back away and keep, I'm determined to keep running back the way I came.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Alright, make me an athletics check.
Okay.
As you sort of break into a sprint, some of these zombies break into a kind of lumbering sprint after you as well. They're faster than they look. You turn and run through the mud. Your feet kind of rushing over roots and brush as you skip and dance and try and stay ahead of these zombies that begin to take flight after you. struggling. The zombies manage to kind of keep pace with you behind you. A few of them swipe at you. Luckily, with your sort of smaller nature and their kind of lumbering way of moving, they kind of struggle to get you. A couple of them fall next to you. You dodge out of the way, jumping and vaulting over fallen trees and roots. Make me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. -6. -4.
-4 is one of the lowest rolls I've ever seen. Your foot catches in a root. Your body falls forward. Your ankle kind of twists awkwardly as you stumble forward. Your face hits the ground. It's mostly kind of like soft underbrush and mud, but it's still very uncomfortable as you roll over a couple of times. The sounds of zombies kind of continue to fill the air around you. Let's see here. First of all, roll me a d4.
Cool. Three.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage in this
I'm sure that's fine.
set of failures.
Cool.
Okay, you are on the ground. There are zombies closing in on you. What would you like to do?
I want to do another. I want to go, guys. As I want to just sort of scream to my friends and also do another thunderclap.
Okay. Yeah, you. I think probably as the zombies get relatively close to you, we see this very small form of Fitch on the ground, the mist kind of sitting on the ground around you, and then these forms catch up. A few of them seem to kind of lumber past you before one or two of them sort of catch on to the fact that you're there, kind of struggling and scrambling backwards. Then another thunderclap as you unleash another one of these cantrips. The few small trees around you crack and break again. The zombies that are close to you are pushed backwards. However, again, it draws the ones that weren't looking this way. It draws even more creatures towards you. You've pushed the ones that are close to you away. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna. I don't know if I wanna. I guess the only really thing is a smart idea to do here because otherwise I'll die. I'm gonna go into rage.
Okay.
Maybe. Hold on.
I thought you were turning into a tugboat and using a foghorn there, but
That's right.
A tug bug? I'm gonna turn into a tug bug.
a tugboat. What do you call them? What are they called in America? A tugboat?
Tug
Myre?
bugs. No, tugboat. You're right. I'm gonna. I think the best thing to do is to just go into rage, even though. Best thing to do is not to go into rage, but I think that's probably what I would do here. As I try to fight, as like, I would assume they're starting to like the pushback or the dog pile, like they like that scene with Neo and all the Smiths.
Yeah.
They fly off and then they sort of scramble back on. But I think I want to try to like utilize the adrenaline of this and use the adrenaline to like claw my way out. So I'm going to go into rage and try to like pull myself out from under the dog pile, maybe without them knowing, you know, like in those cartoons. I don't know why rage isn't turning on for me. I'm clicking the switch unless I already used them, and that is.
I don't think I did a rest, so you should have your uses.
I don't know why they're not. Why it's not doing its thing. Let me click this thing and see if that does that. No, cool. Why is that?
You're already raging.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Oh, yep,
I
there
think
it is.
just didn't
It
turn
wasn't
on from before.
turning on my sheet.
Okay, great. And now I rage.
Okay. Yeah, you rage.
hope to
Suddenly,
be-
a few of these zombies are flung upwards and backwards and pushed off of you. The handful that are close to you, I guess make me another athletics check. I think when you're raging,
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
trying to
it.
like claw my way through the dirt to just sort of like crawl myself out from maybe under the pile. You know, if like they're all just trying to eat me, but I'm not there. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. Exactly. Yeah.
I think you have advantage. Yeah.
Which means I have a regular roll because
I have so many disadvantages.
athletics.
If only I didn't stay with the card, I probably wouldn't die here. 4.
Or, right.
Why is that still a minus? Oh, right. That's because that's how it works. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're relatively unsuccessful in throwing some of these guys off you. They're still on you. They're still grabbing and clawing at you. I'm going to make an attack roll for one of them. They have a +3.
Hold on.
Versus your AC.
9.
A 16 to hit you.
I'm enraged. Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. And it is going to deal 4 bludgeoning damage to you, which you can reduce by half because you are raging. Yeah, you're struggling to get out from under these guys. As much as you're sort of strong, you're still exhausted. The rage is helping to give you the strength to survive this, but they're going to start scratching and biting and crushing you pretty quickly. One of them manages to sort of fall on you in such a way that it kind of pushes the wind out of your lungs, crushing you a little.
Guys.
Any bright ideas? What do you do now?
I mean, I not in rage. I guess I would have to continue climbing out, but everything else is spells.
Okay. Give me another athletics check then.
And this is with advantage. I don't know if I had it last time with advantage.
You should do. Because you're raging.
14.
14. The zombies
That's a
are
dirty
piling on here. There's even a couple of skeletons that seem to have joined the mix here as well, that are kind of rushing into the pile. They're moving a little quicker than the zombies. And you push one off of you. It creates an opening. You jump out of the way. Another one lands on you. You scramble forward. One of them bites into the bottom of your boot, kind of just really chewing on the sole. You kick it in the face and then come loose from the group as a whole. You roll forward. They all kind of awkwardly begin to stand or scramble after you. What would you like to do now?
I'm gonna start Tom Cruise running away into the forest.
Okay, give me another athletics check.
12.
You start Tom Cruise running, but it's not quite as pretty as Tom Cruise makes it look. You're rushing forward. There is a few obstacles in the way here. There's like a fallen tree. There's these like large sort of rocks that you would need to boulder up. There is an area where the land begins to dip, so as you kind of turn away from the fallen tree so as not to just run into it, you find that you're kind of going downhill, and now your legs are kind of spinning very quickly as you move into a sort of narrow glen, like a sort of a low ravine that is a path that almost winds tight down through some thorn bushes, uneven ground. Zombies begin to just fall down the hill next to you as they leap off of this kind of edge. You're able to keep your balance, but a few of them just tumble past you, crashing into the underbrush. Give me a perception check as you're sprinting down this.
Is it 2?
A 2. An arrow launches and whizzes past your head and catches a zombie right next to you. The zombie falls backwards, rolls as you continue to sprint down. A second arrow is fired into the zombies that are still standing and following you down the hill. It doesn't catch it in the head, but it spins it, turning it off of its legs, giving you a moment to really kind of break free of the main pack. You can't see where these arrows are coming from. They're just coming from the darkness ahead of you somewhere. However, in the darkness, you do begin to see a couple of specks of light, torchlight glowing, and you see a stone bridge down 30 feet away from you. You burst through the trees and rush out onto the road. To your left is further along the road that you came from, where the wagon probably is, and Rickard. To your right is Castle Gilhollow. On your left, you can already see figures moving across the road from the trees, not necessarily coming straight for you, but kind of moving across the road and into the forest on the other side. To your right, you can see zombies that are pushing up and into the castle itself, kind of rushing up along the walls. You can even see where the sort of gateway is across the other side of the bridge, that there are zombies that seem to have broken through into the lower portions of the castle. What would you like to do?
Okay. I see the road.
You see the road. On the left of you is zombies. On the right of you is zombies on the other side of the bridge.
With the castle.
With the
Other side of
castle.
the
Yeah.
Do I see like any? No, probably not. I'm gonna probably retrace the steps of where I think that where Tura and Got went.
Presumably towards the castle over the bridge.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way.
Okay. You step
yeah.
onto the bridge and begin moving over to the other side. There is a voice that cries out from behind you once you get about 10 feet onto the bridge and says, "Not that way." You spin around. A cloaked figure is sort of hitching a longbow onto his shoulder. Very tall, quite sort of large shoulders. With an arrow in one hand, the figure points to the sort of left-hand side of the bridge and says, "Down there."
Okay. Okay. As I then make my way over to the left-hand side, and then I would assume it's like slick mud here, and I slide down the side of the hill, or side of the side where the left-hand side where they're like where he told me to go.
Yeah. You begin scaling down the side of this bridge. There's not a natural looking and comfortable looking path down here, but there is a way down that does seem to be quote unquote safe. You would see your companions at the sort of river's edge below the bridge as you begin to make your way down. And with that...
With Rickard?
No Rickard.
Oh no.
We shift to the other two. You two, Tura and Got, encounter this figure who says, sort of points to go down a particular way around this bridge. As the two of you head in the direction that the figure vanished into, sort of following this person, you turn the corner, begin to sort of look down. You see the same sight that Fitch will do very shortly. An awkward, vaguely safe climb down, and that would lead you down and underneath the bridge to where the river itself is actually flowing. As soon as you turn this kind of edge in the corner of this bridge, the figure has vanished entirely.
Do I see where he may have gone?
Make me, I guess a perception check.
Perception. Come on. A 3. Where'd he go?
You can't see where he went, but you can see that really the only clear path down here leads you down and underneath the bridge. True. There doesn't appear to be any zombies down here. There doesn't appear to be any rushing down behind you at the moment, but you can hear them still up and by the castle. Perhaps you heard a few in the bushes and stuff behind you. And now you're sort of in a pocket of safety.
The others. Tora. Tora,
Yes.
have you seen where he went?
I seem distracted a little bit. No, I do not see where he went. I look for the undergrowth that might have been disturbed by him leaving.
Okay, give me a survival check. There's not really any obvious disturbed path that he might have taken, but there really is only one path he could have gone. To your left, the incline is rough and sort of jagged. There is in front of you, where they've dug the bridge in, an accidental, natural, steep but comfortable incline that leads straight down and underneath the bridge itself. He really could only have gotten underneath the bridge, but he must have done it extremely quickly, unless he has some ability to fly or float, and he just sort of leapt and jumped down there. It's probably going to take you a couple of minutes to descend safely.
I see only one way out of this. We should go. And I point towards the path.
Very well. I look at Tora. In the moonlight, the disease. How is she looking?
Yeah, Tura is on day 3 of the infection. You are on day 1.
Hour 36 of no sleep, I think, as well.
And yeah, the exhaustion for all party members, including Rickard, elsewhere out there on the road, somewhere alone, is probably starting to kick in. Tura is at the stage of fungal override, which means she has visible lesions probably across varying places on her skin now. They began on Tura's chest, I think, but you'd probably see there's maybe one on the back of her hand. She's probably got some lines running up the side of her neck. And these lesions begin to grow into sort of coral-looking fungal extensions that harden and can easily be sort of snapped off, but they break into spores of their own. Let alone the fact that the sort of exhaustion is beginning to kick in. On top of that, the host becomes erratic and may begin hallucinating sort of weird things, usually sort of weird nature spirits, and it's not quite the same situation that we had with the druid. The druid was like partially insane already and then began additionally hallucinating on top of it. So I think it would be pretty, it's kind of up to you how many you have, but I think there would definitely be some pretty massive like lesions and some parts of like the fungus growing into that kind of coral.
I'd say the half of her head that has been shaved is now sort of slowly being taken over by a girl.
And is there anything I can think to do to try and slow this?
Really comes down to what notes you took from the druid and how much of you that you trust.
I do not believe the druid mentioned anything about slowing things down, save for the Black Ica. But to make that would take too long anyway. I was just thinking of something on the fly, right now, to save an hour or so. But I think the thought snaps away. And I just say, very well, follow. And I go towards where I think is the only way out.
Okay. Yeah, you can both make me either an acrobatics or an athletics check to descend down the very steep incline.
8.
A 12.
Halfway down, Tura kind of slips.
I thought I was going to perish. Oh, do you see the chasm? There
I do.
are things within that chasm that I should not be anywhere near. I am scrambling almost to the side of the wall as closely as I can now, clearly almost terrified by whatever I'm looking at inside the chasm. Those things are against nature.
Keep your wits about you. We are almost down.
Do not let me fall. Do not let me slip.
That is your own challenge.
Slowly, you manage to make your way down riverside. The river here is fast. There is a sort of small bank underneath the bridge that is cleared from bush and underbrush and is really just a tiny little spot, like 2 or 3 people could sit comfortably in it before you find yourself either in the river or back on the incline itself. You're able to sort of catch your breath or take a decent stock of the area from this point, but the individual that sent you down here and you followed is not here, and you're kind of just on a riverfront here with nothing but a bridge above you, the incline that you climb down, and then much more sheer inclines on either side of that. It would probably be relatively safe. You could hide out here all night from the zombies. They would really only be able to make it down the side that you came down, depending on how sort of dexterous they are. But it'd be very uncomfortable. You also don't know if this river is going to rise or fall. At the moment, it probably isn't. There is this entire process of getting from the top to the bottom probably takes, 4, 5, or 6 minutes. When you hear something scrambling down after you. Got maybe with a little more lucidity to the situation, glances up and around first, expecting maybe a zombie or maybe even the figure that you saw down here, when you see Fitch scrambling down the side of this incline after you two.
Help! Help!
Oh, yeah, it is the small one.
There's a bunch of zombies and dead things up there. I don't know where Rickard is. The car's gone, I think. I don't know. I had to pee, and then I came wet, and then the trees, and they were behind me, and they were on top of me, and then they...
Shut up! I whisper and slap him.
I deserve that. I deserve that.
You do not know where Rickard is.
No.
That is not
Probably
good.
dead.
No, we do not say things like this. This is not good. We will remain optimistic. I'm sure he is fine.
Okay. I won't say
He
it.
is a very experienced survivalist. He is bound to be alive.
He is probably just disguising himself as one of the undead. We should be careful. We should ask every undead to make sure they are not Rickard before we kill them.
It's actually really smart. It's probably exactly what he's doing. Yeah, he'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
But I'm definitely still worried. Pretty sure he's dead. Anyway, couldn't find the cart, couldn't find him. I mean, I didn't look much, admittedly, but Some guy told me to go down this way. I'm glad. Did the tall guy with the boat tell you to go this way too?
I've forgotten the description of the guy who spoke to us. Was it the same?
He didn't necessarily have a bow that you saw, but he did. There was a tall individual. It was about your height and build, and they were cloaked and just enshrouded in the darkness and the deep of the night. They did point for you to go down here, but you saw no specific or discernible features beyond that.
Oh, a gentleman, a large one. He told us to go this direction. I'm not sure why or where we are headed, but it seems like the only option. And down there is a chasm full of ungodly creatures.
I know, it's like some sort of ungodly railroad. Okay, we must continue.
It's called a set piece. I'm happy for you all. You don't have to do it. But you will die to zombies, okay? That's not railroading.
Oh god, that got me.
GM of set pieces. It's wonderful.
Let me play the game too, please. Please, we've done like 18 weeks.
We've been playing
This is
Orcish
great.
game this whole time.
No, I love it. I'm having so much fun doing whatever this is
Lying
you're
to
doing.
my face. Okay, all DCs just went up by 5.
Stop speaking. You're making us worse. You're
The whole
taking a
world,
hold.
like the moon turns red, everything suddenly gets really, really difficult, everything gets 2 AC.
Everything's much worse now for some reason.
Compliment the dungeon master. Compliment him.
About the difficulty somehow.
I love your puzzles. They are so fun and interesting.
Puzzles so much.
Sorry, Moon.
The 3 of you can make me perception checks if you'd like, just to survey the area that you're in.
Sure, more like
No
cinema.
promises.
A reminder of levels of exhaustion for each of you.
Yeah.
I'm still a 0.
You're 0,
But I am
but
roleplay exhausted.
you're
because
about
she
to
hasn't
die
slept.
because you're
Yeah,
also
and I'm also
infected
about
with
to
COVID-19. Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
What?
Sorry, Got is on
Oh, 2 exhaustion.
2 exhaustion and Fitch is on 3.
3.
Okay.
Yep.
And oh yeah, perception checks. So 10, 11, 10.
Why are our rolls so average in everything?
average.
Always either average or terrible. What is
Now
this
you know how Seer
curse?
feels.
Average is really annoying.
Fitch and God do have a -6 and a -4 to all their rolls at the moment.
It's the
so
worst part. I have no excuse. Just average rolls.
It's the dice going with your
You're
roleplay.
just naturally average.
The
Natural.
river here is extremely fast. It's maybe about 25 feet across at this point. There are a couple of areas that may be a little further downstream that could be a little thinner, but again, this is kind of the safest area. The banks of this river aren't just like, they don't just slope down onto kind of a beach. They are pretty tall. So moving across the inclines is much more difficult than from the point that you're on. So while the river is a little wider at this point, you do see the sort of safety, or like this appears to be one of the safest areas to sit at the moment.
By the river, in the river.
By the river here, you have one of the only areas that is a sort of flat beach area, muddy beach. On the other side of this river, underneath the bridge, the center, you see that there is an inlet. There's a grate, a small circular grate that is sort of about 2 or 3 feet above the river itself, and comes down from the bridge, but is probably part of the greater castle above. A little water is trickling out from this inlet, but it could be an access point into the castle. This might have been where the individual went if they kind of went over to the other side. But right now it is the only thing that you see down here. There is no zombies, and there are no other people. Just you on this bank, river, about 25 feet-ish across, an inlet, potential access point into the castle, and then the toll castle itself sitting on the road above you. And it's about 40 feet up.
DM,
Yes.
all three of us are not of this place. We all came from the south. Would there have been any talk about the undead, or the unquiet dead, or the walking dead on our journey up here?
We are the walking dead.
Hey, I'm dead.
Oh, laughed way too much, dude. Imagine being attractive. Too much for the worst joke of all time.
I was like, oh, who's that voice? Walking!
Thank you. Thank you. Take it.
Roll me.
Take it till you make it, ladies and gentlemen.
Roll me a D. Just roll me a D20. We'll see if you picked up any chatter, any talk.
It's another fucking average ass roll. Are you kidding me?
A 10. Undead, zombies, skeletons, necromancy, all of that kind of goodness is it's standard within the world in any in as you would find in any sort of basic D&D setting, but there wasn't any speak on the way up here of any sort of major incursions like this. Like, this is a pretty massive horde to be sort of sprung up out of nowhere. You'd think that you might have heard something about it, or maybe being this... you're still very close to Eldessa.
Right?
Being this close to the capital and having been in the capital for however long each of you was, you'd think maybe you would hear something about it, but I don't think you did. This is the first you've seen of any undead since maybe the last time you saw, witnessed, encountered, or heard of any undead things. I don't know if any of you have in the past, but it's a pretty massive amount of zombies and skeletons. I think it's like relatively common in the same way that a world full of adventuring would commonly have you know, a bunch of zombies or a bunch of skeletons, or you go into a dungeon and it's guarded by skeletons with little brass swords, Jason and the Argonauts style. But yeah, in terms of a horde like this in this area, you definitely didn't hear anything about it. As far as you can tell, it kind of just sprung up out of nowhere.
Cool.
Okay.
Rushing river 25 feet across.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Steep hill we just came from. Road on top of that hill. Castle on top of that hill. Does like the trail or path that we were on just lead to this bank?
So yeah, you are... So on the west side, on the west bank, there is the Toll Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Then, and that just sits alongside the road. The bridge is above you, directly above you. And the road that you were sort of trundling along on your wagon is back that way, behind you. Rickard being somewhere up there with the wagon and the mithril. You guys are underneath this bridge. There is
the bridge is probably overtaken by things.
You are aware that it is, especially since you noticed that they were on the road behind you as well, basically where the cart is, and further back. The sort of gatehouse on the Toll Castle as well seems to have been overrun, the kind of lower area that would have probably just been used for the toll element, and the smaller part of the castle on the roadside. The castle itself behind the walls doesn't seem to have been completely overrun. There's people moving around, and you all would have seen them as you passed on the battlements, military types. The castle itself does seem to be in action and dealing with a horde. There are probably zombies on the bridge above you. And it's about 40 feet up, I think I said.
Okay, so, you could probably hear that and I can confirm visually that there are undead on the bridge. So if we want to cross the bridge, we have to cross here.
As I point to the rushing river.
Okay. And I immediately wade into the river.
Wait,
Okay, give me an athletics check.
can I try
Wait,
and
take
grab
this
her
rope
by the
before you
collar
go.
of her armor?
You can. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
15.
Oh, sorry, I meant Tura, give me the athletics check with advantage because you're helping her from not being immediately swept downstream.
14.
14 is enough anyway.
We both rolled a 2! What the hell?
You sort of wade into the rushing water. The first thing that happens is that you don't immediately feel the bottom of the river. Your boot or your leg goes straight in and goes all the way up to thigh. Then you're kind of in way too deep and you are essentially about to be sort of swimming. The rush of the water hitting you and the cold of it kind of pushes you immediately. And while I would say you probably don't immediately start swimming here because Got grabs at you and begins dragging you backwards. But the river is deep enough that you don't very easily find the bottom and you probably have to swim across to the other side. You also get the sense that the rushing river here, you have to be a very good or strong swimmer to be able to get to the other side. And also you're probably not going to be able to do it in a straight line. It's probably going to push you downstream. And again, the sides of this river on anywhere aside from underneath this bridge where it's been excavated for the bridge, it doesn't slope down into a bank. It goes up and you'd find yourselves kind of just in the river, I think, and going down river quite far.
Are you crazy?
40 feet above us is the
The bridge is 40 feet above. The bridge is 25 feet across.
Okay. Is the bridge made of stone or wood underneath?
The bridge is stone with wooden
like
supports.
beam things. Yeah.
Because I think I have the plan. I've got a couple.
Do you have a grappling hook?
Yes.
Do you have a
I was
grappling
going
hook
to
and
shoot.
or a big ass arrow?
Well,
I'm holding the rope.
I was going to tie you a rope to my arrow and shoot it towards the wooden support. That way
Love
we
it.
could swing across the river.
That's what I was thinking too.
Or I could get Miranda to fly across and tie the rope around, and you could maybe perhaps just shimmy over it.
Oh, I like the idea, but can we have Miranda set the rope up there?
I trust my aim better than I do getting Miranda to set the rope up there.
Getting Miranda to listen to me at this level.
Right, okay.
I don't have enough badges to Miranda.
Right, I forgot. Okay, yeah. Why don't you just then shoot or something? Because I feel like I would rather swing than wade through the river.
Okay, you're going to try and craft a makeshift grappling hook here? Do you have a plan?
If you like me to, I can.
Yes.
Do you have one?
No.
I may. Hold on. Where is my stuff? I have a crowbar. No, I don't. I threw that out. Caltrops.
Don't forget you have packs on these sheets, so they're not all just listed. At the top, there are the packs which have stuff in as well.
No, I think I don't have a grappling hook.
Buttons that you can click on the top of your inventory.
My sack is empty.
My sack
Good
is
for you.
full.
Oh, that's a shame.
Who are we but our sacks?
That's right. And I will.
Your
Your
sack
sack
is
is
blue.
empty. Your sack is green. I'm going to. I guess I do have the crowbar. We can just throw the crowbar. I don't have a grappling hook anymore. I must have sold it.
I would like to take a crowbar, tie it to a rope, and
I'm gonna
then
use this thing.
fire it with my arrow. I don't know. And then shoot it over the
Give it a
support.
go.
Yeah. So hopefully the weight makes it go round and swing around, and I'll yank it so it gets the purchase it needs before it slackens.
Okay. Trying to think like if a traditional longbow is going to be able to very comfortably fire a crowbar, and it's probably not.
Absolutely not.
I think you can make the shot, but make it with disadvantage.
All right.
You have a better shot just javelining it. I
Yeah,
feel.
just
Might
throw
do.
it. Just do it.
I mean, you
I can use
fly.
javelins.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I have a javelin. What? I just realized
Hey.
I have a javelin.
There you
Do
go.
you want to do it?
I pull the javelin from the obvious javelin I've been holding this entire time, by the way, on my back.
Oh, hold on. Why don't you just? Oh.
Oh, you're looking for some sort of javelin. Would you like a javelin?
Yes. And I tie the rope to the javelin and
then-
point.
I'll
That's how
do
they
my
work, just
best.
point.
I scratch at the growth on my neck right now.
Does it pop?
What?
Does
I'm
it
not being
pop?
careful.
Does the growth pop?
Does the growth pop?
I mean, it probably would.
Does
Yeah.
it get
Any
scoring in
of
here?
these that you scratch, there are like dust comes up off of it,
Gross.
and spores start floating
That's
through the
nasty.
air. Make me an attack roll with your javelin, then, please. I think the AC for this
Another
thing
mid-roll.
is 15.
19.
That's a 19.
Yeah, there's a moment where we see Tura kind of sight this thing up. From Tura's vision, there's like a weird little blue fairy that flies across the front of her vision. She kind of glances left and it's gone, then sights this thing up again and launches it. It sort of sails perfectly through the air, looping up underneath one of the struts, falling through the other side. Then Tura yanks on it, pulls it back. The javelin sticks backwards against the strut itself, pulling upwards. It sort of just, I think it probably would just dig into the underside of the bridge and creates a pretty sturdy rope swing here.
Nice.
Tura holding on to the rope itself
Yep.
without letting go, because otherwise it's going to
Yep.
fall to the middle of the thing. What do you
Yep.
guys want to do here now?
I'll test it.
Tie your
Tie
wrench
your
to
crotch
the
to it.
bottom side.
Your crotch?
You could do that afterwards.
Tie your crotch to it?
Tie your wrench to the bottom end of it.
Oh, the
So
crowbar.
it has weight. Yeah.
The wrench.
Yeah.
Well. Wait, why?
Because we have to go one at a time. You'd have to throw it across afterwards.
But, okay.
Otherwise, you'd be
Smart.
throwing.
Yeah.
Flimsy
I
piece of
get it.
I'm not going to get that javelin back, aren't I?
Miranda can
No,
fetch
we're
it,
good.
baby.
What you need to what? You want it's a good spot where it is.
Mark it off. You should have a couple of them then, though.
Yeah.
I have one.
I'm going. Me first.
All right.
Where I go? I've already tied the crowbar to the bottom.
Yeah.
I've
make me-
assisted you in getting it to be like a little footrest almost.
Yeah.
Just like,
Pick
yeah.
him up and throw him to give him advantage, or at least a help.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can,
he's just like you walk
Fastball.
backwards with me like you're
Yeah.
setting up for a swing.
you can do that. Make me an
Shot put.
acrobatics check with disadvantage.
If this is-
I mean, with advantage. Sorry.
Me?
Yeah, with advantage. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics with advantage. Probably gonna be normal.
11. It is ugly. How does this go? It is ugly.
Yeah. I think as he's like pulling me backward, I'm not like standing straight on the like I am, but I'm facing backwards because the weight of me is like he's pulling me back, but the weight of me is leaning forward over the river, right? So it's not at all pretty. He finally lets go of me and I don't swing in one motion. I just sort of swing like this.
Yeah.
And it's just really awkward,
All
and
the
I
way to
can't
the
quite
other side.
find. Yeah, just and I'm trying to like figure out where the when to drop off is. I finally do. My foot does hit, like my toe hits the earth, and like the tip of my toe but not before the rope starts to swing backward. And before I put both of my feet down, I've already drawn a line with the tip of my toe in the mud. I probably go like right into the water, but not fully. As I finally let go, I land with all fours. I'm not able to throw the rope back, but hopefully there's enough where someone could at least just
inertia
grab
sends
it.
it back. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
If it wasn't for that,
Dexterity saving throw.
crowbar, I don't think it would have made it
Okay.
back.
A 19.
Nice. It swings all the way back enough for you to grab the crowbar and bring the rope back over to you. Fitch, on your side
like
of
you knew it was
the
gonna happen.
on your side of the river, there's significantly less room.
Cool.
Because there, again, the water line here, it is a bank that comes down to the water, so it's less of a sharp drop off to fall into the water, but there is a lot less space because there is an opening, sort of an inlet above the waterline, which is a sort of narrow moss-covered stone thing with handholds that are slick and moss-covered as well, and it is essentially sort of a small, very hard to see, partially concealed kind of aqueduct, sort of a sewer tunnel you can see from this side. You'd almost have to get into the water itself to get into this thing, but you could potentially use this to climb in and access the castle above.
There's like a sewer entrance or something over here.
What?
There's like a sewer entrance or something over here.
What did he say? Did he say rats? There are rats over there?
There are
I
rats.
think there's a sweet headdress over there.
There's a sweet headdress over here.
I do not see how this is going to help us.
There are rats
I'm not
coming
sure
out
either.
from the sewer opening,
There are rats
Just swing across.
coming out of that sewer entrance.
swimming into the river.
There's
Okay.
rats.
Swimming into the river.
Got, you have the
God
crowbar
damn
and
it.
rope. What do you do?
I give it to Tura. You next.
Are you sure?
It's the only plan we have.
I think you should go first. And
Why?
I sort of
If we're changing
crack
the
my neck,
plan, we
scratch
wish
it
we
again.
did that before I left.
I insist.
If this rope breaks, it is safer you get across first. If I am surely to die anyway.
It is likely to break after the third attempt.
Optimistic. You're funny. And I take the rope and I attempt to swing across.
I
I sort of
push
give
it
it a bit
really
of a
hard.
back and then kick off
Yeah.
and jump on it.
And Got pushes you like you're a baby on a swing. Okay, make me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Acrobatics. $13.
13.
I
It's
rolled a 11 and a 12.
slightly less ugly than what happens with Fitch. I think, Got, you see the javelin really dig into the stone and chip some of it off
Not
above
so
the
easy, is
thing
it?
under the slightly more heavy weight of Tura's armor and packs as she swings. It's probably less of a sort of wobble across than what Fitch did and more of a single swing. But again, you kind of just crash into the inlet and the stone on the other side, coming to a stop and able to leap off, holding on to the grate itself. You can hold on to the crowbar as well and send it back over to Got without him having to make a check.
Exhilarating. And I sort of swung it back.
Yeah. God, it does look like the javelin is kind of
Swing.
wobbling a little up there, but it does seem to be still stable. But you will not have the advantage of someone pushing you. You do anything
Alright,
here?
Stunga. I grab the rope. I take a deep breath, eyes forward. I get mad, my eyes stray and they go kind of red as I run, jump, tuck my legs, and then go.
Okay. That scene in Bleach that made me laugh that time when he tucks his legs under himself and jumps to do the apology. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You do that. Make me an acrobatics check to swing over Tarzan on the other side. A 17. Nice. Yeah, this is much more successful than everyone else. Maybe you're more experienced with this. Maybe you just got a better idea of it after watching two people go first. The javelin doesn't give way. The rope remains very staunchly caught behind you. You get to the other side. You can undo the crowbar. I think the javelin and rope might be lost to you for now.
What if I ask Miranda to fetch it?
Does Miranda follow orders like that yet?
Not rules as written, no.
Okay. Well, you really like rules as written though, right? That's sort of your thing, so I wouldn't want to spoil the game for you.
No, you are quite a gracious DM.
You're welcome.
I appreciate this.
Miranda's flying around like above the bridge and above the zombies somewhere anyway, I would imagine. Just sort of...
Damn buzzard.
Squawking in the distance.
I think God says damn buzzard, then immediately like stops, and then is contemplative.
What a word.
He misses the harpy.
Yeah. We all do.
We all do.
We all do.
You hear an echoing, mocking laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you are now on the other side of the river. You can reclaim the crowbar if you want. And there is a very small inlet towards this aqueduct, kind of this crude tunnel that acts like a basic sewer. You can tell that it's a sewer, I think, just from the stench of the inlet. It smells like old urine and more. The
more of an outlet.
The outlet is just above the waterline, but not entirely. I think there's the outlet itself is probably about 3 foot by 3 foot, with half a foot submerged at the river here. You get the sense immediately that this thing kind of curves instantly upwards and begins to take a sort of a climb straight away. So getting in and potentially using this as an entrance would involve getting in that and then climbing up a sewer pipe. In terms of everything else around you, it's not too dissimilar to the other side of the bridge, in that you can see that the sides of the bridge specifically you might be able to sort of scramble up, but you can hear the definitive sounds of the zombies directly above you. Above this side of the bridge by a few feet is the gatehouse and toll office itself, which was overrun by zombies, and they were sort of filling that entire area. So above you on this side of the bridge, you could gain access to the bridge and climb up the side of it here, but you'd probably almost certainly encounter zombies if you wanted to try and access the castle that way. Alternatively, you could just live here, or you could climb up through the aqueduct.
Did I get the rope back?
No, the rope and the
Okay, so
javelin
rope
are gone.
Okay, let me delete those.
Okay. But this crowbar keeps coming back. Read the real
You sure
NPC,
it's
the
not a
real MVP.
boomerang?
That crowbar is gonna, and I don't know how, save the world. You know, the end of this campaign, the final thing.
All right, so, well, I've looked into the hole, and it seems like it goes up at a pretty steep rate. I don't know if you're interested in shimmying up a poop hole, but that's how we would get near the castle.
I guess
Maybe.
it's
Or we try to climb around. Up the mud or up the mud?
we either get busy living or get busy dying. Let's go.
That's right. Okay, which way?
It's a
Up
3
the-
foot, somewhat circular flume
Right,
tunnel.
Rose. Okay, I look at the barred doorway and I go, isn't this great? And then I chuckle to myself and I enter first, I guess.
Okay. How would you like to make the climb in here? Would you like some suggestions in terms of what's going on, or would you like to be left to your own devices?
It's probably good if you gave us some suggestions because I am low on. I've got caltrops.
Okay. You can sort of attempt to
no,
just generally make the climb directly by just grabbing on or pushing yourself up with your arms and legs, and that would be an athletics check. You can balance on some of the smaller. Inside this there are ridges at certain points, and you could attempt to sort of balance on those and hold on to them with the edges of your fingers, and I would allow you to make an acrobatics check for that. Alternatively, if you have some sort of climbing aid, I don't know what you've got, rope anchors, pitons, any sort of weird natural holds that you could make, then let me know if you use those, because that would give you advantage. But at the moment, it's either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
A crowbar. I have no rope.
Creative or whatever.
And I do have. I actually have two. Do I have two ropes? I do. Oh, this one's cool. I have another coil of rope in my bag.
It is not a sheer tunnel upwards. It is at an incline, but you get the sense. I mean, it's slick with old piss and poop. It's slick with sort of damp and moss as well. So if you get significantly far up this thing and then slip, you're essentially in a flume that will just potentially launch you straight out into the river.
We should tie each other together.
Okay. Why?
If one falls, they can be saved.
Oh.
You are sure to be infected if you are this close to me.
I think we are past that now.
Right, I would have been thinking of that. Oh, no. Oh. Well, I'm surely not infected because I didn't touch you.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, well, so stay away from me. I will, I do have a little bit more rope as I pull it out of one of my bags. I could tie these to our shoes, and I also pull out a bunch of caltrops, and they could be like our little climbing shoes.
Rickard chose to take you into this pack. If you die, we all die. I think I am sick already.
Is that a yes for the shoes, the climbing shoes, or a no for the climbing shoes?
Do you have climbing shoes?
I'm gonna make some.
How long?
How long will it take?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A few hours or what?
Probably 15 minutes or so. All I gotta do is cut these up into our length, tie them around our shoes, and put some caltrops in the ropes.
Where is this man who told us to come here? That's what I want to know. Where did he go?
Right, should we just wait for him? Do we know he's in the poop chute?
Is that him there? I point just around the corner. See something. It's not there.
And look.
And I'm at full sprint to go look. Immediately.
I don't know if you can full sprint here. Make me an
I'm
acrobatics
as fast
check.
as I can. I am.
All right. Roll me just a dexterity check.
Oh no.
I try and stop her.
Yeah, for the record, this
16.
is for balance. She's balancing. She's fine. She runs over. Tura, you run over to sort of a figure standing beside one of these trees. They duck behind the tree as you get there. As you get to this tree, you look around the tree one way. There's no one there. You look around the other way. They've gone. They've vanished. The two of you that were looking, there was no figure by the tree that you were able to make out. Tura, you're kind of on the incline now, and underneath your feet, some of the rocks fall down into the water. It's an awkward place to be standing, but you're holding onto the tree itself.
Her mind might be already gone.
Great, that's good. Okay, well, you distract her from leaving more. I'm gonna try to build these shoes.
Okay.
How are you building these shoes?
I'm gonna cut the rope, the rest of the rope that I have. So this other coil that I have, and I'm gonna just cut them up into short lengths of rope, one for each of us. So what, 6 lengths of our, to 6 sections. And then I'm gonna stuff caltrops into the rope, or maybe like untwist it so the braid is loose. Tuck a caltrop in there, and then tighten it back up, so we can then tie that around our shoe, just around the toe of our shoe, so we have cleats.
Yeah.
So each shoe, so I will be spending my caltrops and my other coil of rope to make climbing gear.
All right.
Is that
You
cool?
have tinkerer's tools and smith's tools and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Would you say this is smithing or tinkering?
I would say this is tinkering
So
for
would I.
sure.
Make me a tinker's tools check.
Hey. But I'm really tired. So an 8.
An 8. I think you make 2 sets.
Okay. And that's fine. I will give it to them because they're the heavier ones and can barely fit in here. So it's probably better if they have it.
You
Or maybe I
adjust
can-
their boots into sort of crude, rudimentary climbing boots. And it takes a little while. I think this probably takes a good bit of time. Every now and then Tura kind of gets distracted by something that's
hear that?
a sound or something under the water
No,
that seems to
I can just hear the river, Tora. It's just the
draw her
river.
attention.
No, there's something there. I'm sure of it this time.
The sounds of
water.
the zombies and the skeletons sort of trundling back and forth up on the bridge. Every now and then, like stones or bits of wood will fall down off of the bridge. Every now and then, you will actually probably hear the thwap of bow strings being pulled from the battlements on the Toll Castle as the military up there are actually fighting with some of these zombies. And once or twice, a zombie would probably splash into the water and float downstream, either past you or further downstream. After, I don't know, 45 minutes, you have 2 sets of boots that have been successfully tinkered with, and then a pair of boots that you've kind of ruined, that have just got caltrops in them, and just some bits of rope that have come frayed and come loose attached to them. You probably ruined your own boots in this process.
Well, it's just a section of rope that I've stuffed caltrops in, so we could then just wrap it.
And then
So
wrap
it's
it
not really
around.
worth ruining our
So
boots.
it hasn't ruined
It's
your
not
boots.
going
You've
into
just ruined the
yeah.
rope. Okay, yeah, and in that case, you probably only half
You
an
gotta
hour
have
or
a
so
test
then.
piece. I didn't have a test piece, so I just ruined my own. Okay, great. These 2 are perfect.
So 2 of you have sort of climbing aids here, which will give you advantage on your checks. Did you tie yourselves together, or was this the last piece of rope you had?
This was
I
the
have
last
my
piece of
own
rope.
rope.
Oh, good. He's got rope.
He's got rope.
That was my last piece of rope.
And are you sort of tying each other together like climbing style as well?
Yes.
Okay, you do that.
Across
If
the
one
waist.
of us goes, we all go.
All right.
I'm deleting so much stuff from my backpack. This is wonderful.
Yes, I enjoy
Oh,
it
yay.
too. The traveling merchant awaits on the road up ahead to replenish your stores.
But we have 0 gold.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe you can
What a tease.
you can earn some gold in the Toll Castle.
We could rob the merchant.
You can rob the merchant. That's
true.
exactly
I'm
what
not
I was
thinking that.
thinking. Yeah. Of
With our
course.
paladin friend to watch.
There's a toll
will
office
surely end
above
well
you that
for
was
you.
broken into by zombies some few hours ago. So there's probably a bunch of gold and silver on the ground in there. As we cut to Rickard, picking up silver from the toll office, dressed as a zombie, like Walking Dead style, covered in blood. Pretending.
He's the most convincing zombie because he's on all
Yeah.
fours gathering coins.
He's cut in half. It's prosthetic makeup. Wow, he's really good at this.
All right, how are you? What's the order as you begin to make the climb here?
I should go first. Then,
Why?
why? How good at climbing are you?
Not that good, but I fit. So if I go and I fall, it'll be way easier to catch me versus you go, you fall, I won't be able to catch you.
Then
If we
don't.
fall, we just slide. We do not.
Yeah, but I'm just...
I stay away from my
but
limbs in here.
it's a lot
I
of
gestured
weight,
to
so
her,
if I
yeah,
fall...
Mhm.
Right. I'm gonna go first!
Go first.
I'm also really tired, so I'll probably not make it. So just get ready to carry me. Okay.
You
What
climb
am I
in
gonna-
to
athletics, I
the
assume?
sort of pipe, the sewage, the stone sewage aqueduct here,
Mm-hmm.
and begin to make the climb. Who's second?
I will go second. I imagine this is like that brain puzzle where it's like you've got a chicken, a fox, and something else to cross the river. If I don't have someone looking after me at the bottom and the top, then I will wander off.
I should have really
Who's the
given you a
chicken?
little boat underneath the
Yeah.
bridge that had a sack of grain in
Corn.
it.
Yeah. I will go next,
Okay.
and I begin the ascent.
Okay, and then Got sort of creeps in afterwards as we see the three of them make their way in and start to
we
awkwardly
go.
climb up and scale the inside of this aqueduct.
Thing.
Well, I was about to request
Yep, didn't mean to do that.
an athletics or an acrobatics check from Fitch, but you don't have disadvantage. You just have a standard check,
Okay. Let me...
unless you have a disadvantage from something
I will
else.
do acrobatics because I'm small and I could fit in here kinda, so it just makes sense. But I still have a 1.
Okay. Got make me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
I
You have
start slipping.
advantage.
Can't even get my footing.
Okay.
This is...
Not yet. You don't.
Athletics with advantage.
Advantage good.
19.
Okay. And then Tura, same. Same.
19.
19. 2 19s.
Wow. So glad I
About-
gave you those shoes.
Halfway up is where Fitch stumbles and slips.
Yeah.
One of your
Wow.
feet goes out from underneath you. Immediately, your arm falls in
shit.
underneath you as well, and you just fall. You slip and slide. I mean, it's probably only going to be a few feet because the
Right.
amount of rope space between the three of you.
Right.
Even if it was a 50-foot piece of rope tied around you, then a little space tied around another person, a little space tied around a third person. Fitch kind of barrels into Got. He's probably going to take out one of your arms or one of your legs. As soon as you see him slip, he
Comes
starts
off.
moving towards you. What do you do?
Yep. I remove one of your arms or leg.
I try and grab him as fast as I can.
This could domino you pretty badly. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, I am exhausted.
An
Hell yeah.
18.
And then an athletics check, because you not only have to be quick enough, but you have to be strong enough to immediately stop him and hold your balance.
A 17.
Oh, Seer ain't here, luckily.
He knew it. He was
Um,
watching me the whole time,
What
knowing I was
this
going to probably
means,
fall.
I think, is that Orcish is your bad luck charm.
I don't know. Our rolls are pretty abysmal.
You are able to stop him. How do you do it? What does this look like?
I think as he falls, I just kind of reach out. I grab one of my hand axes, which is bearded, so it has like the bottom point is pointy. I slam it into the wall, and then with my free hand, grab his orange-shaped head and stop him from falling any further down. And then he just hold him like this and go,
Yeah, like,
"You're meant to
bombing me."
climb."
I'm trying. Thank you.
Then I just turn his head towards the wall and wait for him to grab it.
Like a puppy being lowered into water, I start paddling before I touch the wall.
Okay.
And then I finally try to grab on and Probably mostly with your lifting, I'm able to climb.
Until I let go and he's past me and back to the
Yeah,
top.
your momentum.
Yeah, you're able to make the rest of the ascent.
Sorry.
After about 30 feet of pretty steep incline, it quickly tapers off and then becomes, it's still an incline, but it's far less intense, and also it opens up. The next part of this kind of aqueduct is much more like a tunnel. However, it is sort of half collapsed in places as you pull yourself up onto this top part. Again, stinking of piss. There is rats scattering. The air is thick with mold. You pull yourself up into a slightly larger tunnel. It's still only about 6 feet by 6 feet, so the larger two will still be very packed in here, but you're able to pull yourself up and into the aqueduct proper. Again, it's completely in disrepair, but it's a little wider as Fitch goes up first, then Gott, then Tura. The three of you make your way into this tunnel and begin kind of crawling now, rather than dragging yourselves up.
Smells like shit in here.
It's more like piss.
Oh, piss and shit.
It's everything.
piss.
You're wading through it. Your
Jeez.
knees and hands are in it, as you're
I
dragging
scoop up
yourself
some.
through this.
What is the... Is it more piss than or shit?
Every now and it's both,
Make
because
a
every now
survival.
and then you see two little holes equidistant that are just sort of those, you know, those like old medieval Victorian toilets that are just a
The ones with the shelf?
just a circle. No,
Oh, right.
it's like when you go to those portaloos at a festival type situation. You see where the these places are, and then every now and then there are there's just a straight line of a hole that you sort of guess is a latrine. These are way too small for you to get out of, and they're above you. You have to keep crawling until you find some sort of access point, or some other way out of this tunnel. Every now and then you do hear the sounds of people, actual soldiers that are kind of echoing
Screaming.
down the tunnel from above and entering in through these holes and these latrines and these toilet access points, but you don't they don't feel close enough. Like nobody's sitting there taking a poop or peeing at the exact time that you're crawling underneath
Thank
it.
God.
Thank God for the siege.
Did you roll for that? Oh.
No,
Yeah,
there's
true.
there's a
I
siege.
guess the
and they're
undead is
just-
quite distracting.
They're just not gonna go and use the toilet. They'll just piss where they are for now and deal with it tomorrow morning.
Just piss in big breaches.
Yeah, that's what they used to do. The three of you crawl for some
the
time.
Fabulous Three.
The fabulous three of you crawl
you.
for some time through the muck before the aqueduct finally leads you into what we would see from the outside as the castle's kind of undercroft, which is an area that was sort of once used by the engineers that built a lot of this castle and this aqueduct probably. It's now sort of abandoned. You see finally the end of this tunnel. Fitch maybe first turning one of the corners and recognizing that the corner that you turn is in fact an entrance. There is a large locked gate, or a sort of 5 foot by 5 foot locked gate, and the passage beyond you can see out into this abandoned, neglected undercroft. There is the sound of voices echoing down through corridors here, but you have found the end. Fitch maybe grabs it and gives it a little rattle, but it is a locked grate here. You can see that there is a lock on the door. It's not like a padlock. It's one of those ones that's embedded into the actual door itself with a big chunky lock that would be pulled left and right. It is pretty, it's rusted, it's old, but it's pretty sturdy. What do you do?
Are you still ahead?
The three of you, like, the tunnel is like 6 foot by 6 foot. The grate is 5 foot by 5 foot. The three of you could pile in on top of each other and kind of get a look at this grate. There's enough room for you to get a good look at it.
I
It's
can break
awkward.
this. I point to the rusted padlock.
Do we see through it or past it?
Yes, you can see a sort of an abandoned castle undercroft room, unlit, but you do hear voices echoing down passages into this room. All of you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can kind of make out that it just seems to be an abandoned engineer's undercroft that once built
If you
the
can,
castle.
then do it. We don't have much time.
I take the pommel of my sword and attempt to smack it down on the padlock.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
$22.
Damn. Ging, 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 ging. It echoes in through the undercroft, down back through the aqueduct behind you, and the gate pushes open.
See, I told you so.
Nice.
I look proud of myself. Sheath the sword again.
Well done.
Good job.
Okay.
Oh, can we get out of this
You
awful
first. Who
tunnel?
wants to go first? Not me.
I go out first.
Yeah.
I follow.
You push aside the rusted gate. The scent of just old stone and dry air is so refreshing compared to the scent that you've been trapped in for the previous 15 minutes or
Like
so.
heaven.
You can smell torch smoke as well. A lot of dust in here. And you step into this kind of forgotten storeroom. There's lots of crates that have collapsed with age, and there are shelves that are bare and warped. There's a whole set of ancient stone blocks and old doors and broken chairs. It's kind of a rudimentary storeroom. Above, you can hear muffled footsteps echoing through floorboards. There are parts of this room where there's light filtering through cracks, and there is a pretty large door at one end of this room. You're finally inside Castle Gilhollow, and the sound of the undead has dissipated, but the sound of like constant movement from whatever military crew are operating the castle are in full effect, moving around above you.
We don't want to be seen here as enemies.
We must be seen as allies then.
As
I'm
not
sure they are
dead.
not going to see us as enemies. Look at us, we are very much alive.
I'm
I
alive.
look at. What color is the stuff on Thura? Is it green, zombie, dead-looking stuff? Or
I
is
like
it
to think it's
orange
pink.
coral?
On Tura, sure, it can be
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah, I think it's pink.
Rot Bloom is based on Scarlet Rot from Elden Ring, because I just played Elden Ring. And so, you know, like in that game, you see those like weird creatures that are infected by it in that weird area of the world, and they all have all that weird like crispy coral shit all over them. It's kind of like that. So pink, red, white, and black probably are the colors that come up. So yeah, I would say pink works.
Okay.
Which looks, my grayish green skin is like it's very contrasted against.
Ugh. Okay. We need to find those voices we just heard. I look around for a door.
Oh, you are hearing them as well. Oh, I thought it was just me.
The people
I heard them.
upstairs.
Oh, the people. I thought you were speaking about the bricks. They are talking to me.
The bricks are talking to you.
There are like
Put a hand
3
to
bricks
the
that are
wall.
like hilariously like cartoonish. Like that just to Tura that are like speaking to it. Did you ever see The Boys where he was speaking to all those like cartoon birds and shit? Like Tura sees
yeah.
3 bricks that are like, ha ha, hello, you know, and they're just like they like dance along, and then they just mold into the wall, and then they're gone.
Oh, no, come back. Come on, I am so bored. Oh, we must find them. They are quite interesting.
What are you talking about?
You know, the bricks? The bricks. Obviously, the bricks. The dancing bricks. You do not see the dancing bricks.
No,
What
I
else do you
see
not
'em.
see?
No, yep, I see those dancing bricks. You're right.
Good, then you know how
Obviously.
funny they are.
Friendly! Hello!
You just shouting
The bricks
from the
will tell
story.
you.
Friendly!
The bricks will tell them you are friendly. Do not fear.
You know what? I'll roll a dice here.
What is happening right now?
You're just shouting this in a room?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a moment where it feels like nothing is going to happen. And then you hear some voices just outside of the door, kind of muffled, but speaking to one another. Wait, what was that? I don't know. Where did that come from? Did I come from the storeroom? Maybe. You should check.
Bricks, come back!
Oh, there's someone in there! Alright, I'll go tell the captain. You go and open that door.
We're not dead!
I want to run at the door shoulder first. I want to try and burst through the door.
Okay.
Here we go. Playing a crazy character.
Make me an athletics
because
check.
of a disease and then dies. Never seen this before.
Yeah, this has never happened before. 12.
Never happened before.
You go barreling into the door, but it opens, and it opens like 2 feet, and then you crack the other side of it and push it through the other way. There's a guy on the other side that just collides with you. The door the door like breaks a little. It's a big, sturdy castle door, though. It just kind of swings the other way. The guy is bowled over by you. You kind of bowl over with him. The two of you go rolling across the floor. You see a military man. The Auroran military are all kind of dressed in the same way. They have the
Covered in shit, by the way.
You are covered in shit and disease.
And now you've diseased all of them.
You've run into a member of the Aurora military, and they have like big armor on, like almost even the foot soldiers wear scale mail or banded mail. They've got it's grey, green, and gold in color palette. So in the torchlight of the hall, as it floods into the storeroom that you were in.
Can we get an infected counter on the overlay?
It gleams. He has a cloak as well that runs wide over the pauldrons that he's wearing, and this dude just rolls over his cloak. His pauldrons strike the ground. It clangs down the hallway. There's a guy that was moving away from you that suddenly turns around and pulls his lance round and looks sort of back towards the 5 of you. The Auroran military man that you've bowled over is rolling to one side. His lance goes flying down the hall. And he says...
Foot soldiers in a hallway with a lance.
Yes. Okay. He says... Oh, shit! We're under attack!
No attack. No fear. I am sorry. I apologize. There is no attack happening. We are very friendly people.
There's very much an attack happening. Who the hell are you?
You're fine. And I try and sort of yoink him to his feet and set him up straight and pat him down.
He actually accepts this and kind of looks you over, blinking a little bit, trying to figure out what's going on. The other militiaman at the end of the hallway is kind of still standing there with a lance pointed down towards each of you.
No. Did you know the outdoors, they are overrun with undead?
What on earth is going on here? Where did you come from?
The sewer. Don't worry about that. We are escaping from the undead, the legions of undead that are outside of your door. There are so many of them.
No. I know about those as well.
Where are they coming from?
I don't know. They just started coming out of nowhere. It was my shift on the toll booth as well, and then they just appeared. It was madness straight away. I tell you what, I did such a bad job at stopping them from getting in that I've been relegated.
She's very sick.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't want to touch her.
Stay back from me then. What's wrong with you?
She's real sick.
You're infected.
She may blow up at any moment.
The guy at the end of the hallway says,
so obvious.
Did she bite you?
Why would I bite him? Why would I be biting him?
Are you going to turn into a zombie or what?
She's not a biter.
She's a boomer.
What?
She's not a biter, she's a boomer.
You're going to explode.
Probably not immediately.
I don't know what's going on here. Where did you
But
come from?
probably
Who
within
are you?
6 to 12 hours.
You come from the road.
Yes, we come
How
from
did
the
you
road.
get
We
on
came
here?
to-
Climbing.
Climbing what? Up the side of the castle?
I fling poo at him.
What? Oh, yous have come up through the ship pipes.
That's what I told you. I said the sewer. We came through the sewer.
Hey, that
Shit
explains a
pipes.
lot. Aye, that's nasty, that. Well, you're sick.
It is
Stay
nasty.
there. Don't come further closer to me. You three can
We
stay
thought
in...
we could help you with your zombie problem. You don't
How?
want help? I don't know. We killed them for you. Or something.
I don't... What do you think, Mike? Mike says, you stay with them, and I'll go tell someone else, and just everyone stay right there. You as well, Gary. They said they sick. They said they's sick, so you stay there as well. Don't come near me or anyone
I
else.
need a healer, if
Oh,
possible.
come on, what? A healer?
A healer.
Hey, we
Yes.
got one of them. Hey, get a healer. Are you hurt?
No, but she's sick.
I am
Yes.
dying. I will die. I will explode and die, and you will also explode and
Well,
die.
Danielle's
eventually.
gonna.
I
She's
have
not
been
really gonna. She's pretty busy at the moment.
I'm scratched.
Hey, but they're sick, and I might be infected now. I don't want to be sick.
You will also most certainly die if you do not get help for us at this moment
I'm
in
gonna
time.
go get help. You just stay there, yeah? Stay fucking contained. And he turns around and heads further down the hallway, taking a sharp left at one point and vanishes out of sight. The militiaman next to you kind of looks back to all of you, looks you up and down again, Tura, looks back to the rest of you and says, right, I don't know what the protocol is for any of this, so I think maybe yous just find a nice place to sit in the storeroom, and I'll wait outside the door.
You're not going to leave us in there, are you?
Well, no, because I can't. He told
Yeah,
me
if you
to
leave
stay
us,
as
you're
well.
you're gonna infect everybody else. Okay, that sounds fine. And I turn around and I'm going back into the storeroom.
How contagious is what's going on with you?
Extremely.
Great. Like, what are we talking? Like, does it have to be like bodily fluids, or are we airborne, or?
I think if you just
Magic.
look at me funny, you will probably be infected.
Oh, then I'm
Neither
definitely
one.
infected.
He like averts his gaze from you immediately.
Say, you have not seen bricks? Have you on bricks with arms and legs, and you're dancing and laughing and ha 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 ha?
He just looks to God and Fitch without.
I have
Oh, wow.
no idea. It's
Her
a
mind is
part of
sick.
it's a part of the
Alright.
yeah.
Okay, you sit in the back of the room, then.
Fine, I'll sit in the back of the
Hey,
room and I'm
sit
going to
back
smell
there.
this wall here. This wall smells incredible, by the way. And I go over to the wall and I have got one nostril pressed to the wall, one hand pressed to the wall, and I'm just... for the next
Okay.
15 minutes.
What's your names?
Stone Eye.
Fitch.
Not responding, just sniffing.
All right, and the crazy one. I'm Gary. He goes to like hold his hand out to you and then immediately snatches it back. Gary, he gives you a little wave.
Tura.
I got it.
Hey, I'm usually in night watch, you know, gate control, all that, but I think I might have lost my job, to be honest.
That makes sense.
Night watch, and they were under siege from the dead.
Oh.
Where did you come from?
I fling poo with
Sewers?
him.
Can you stop throwing shite at me?
You asked.
Well, I mean, where
Oh,
did
we
you
came-
come from? On the road?
We came from Aldessa, and then our friend got sick, and now we came here to get help, and it seems like you need help, so now we're sort of here.
Did you see where the zombies were coming from? Are they back in Aldessa or what? Has this
No.
shit to do with the prince?
No. Not that I saw.
Right.
Why?
Well, I wonder where they're coming from. Why is this happening, you know?
No,
Yeah.
not that I know of. We left the festival to do this quest, and then we were doing deliveries, and things happened.
Oh, yous
And
are
then now we're
adventurers.
here. Right, yeah.
Right, that's why you're saying you can't help with the killing of the zombies and such.
I guess we could. We could try. But it would be great if we weren't sick.
Right
when we're doing it.
from the end of the hallway, there is a turn hurt, and you suddenly see Gary like stand back. He reaches out for his lance but can't find it because it's on the ground, and he picks it back up, standing back and to attention. The initial Mike, the other watchman, is at the end of the hallway, and you see a slightly older looking kind of human man in much more weathered but garish looking, larger military wear, not too dissimilar to what the standard militia wear, but this guy seems like he's probably some sort of commander of some sort. Kind of an older looking guy, relatively gaunt looking. He's got silver hair tied back. He's got a thick silver mustache. He's got the Royal Celestium motif partly scratched off with age on his weathered looking armor as he steps into the hallway, and he's marching down pretty quickly. There's like the clank of his boots striking the stone as he moves forward and kind of gets a good look. He probably stops like 20 or so feet away from the door and says, "What do we have here then?"
Adventurers.
Adventurers in my castle.
Yes.
Well, how on earth did you get in here?
I fling poo at him.
I knew you were gonna do that. Well, that's how we did the sewers.
There's
We
a
went to the
moment where we, the audience, see the poo flinging through the air, heading towards
Bullet
his
time.
face. And in bullet time, he watches it
Bullet time.
move past his face. And he sort of moves watching this thing. It flings past him. You see that guy, Mike, kind of look wide-eyed, try to move out of the way as it strikes him on the side of the cheek and along his neck. He is now also infected. The commander snaps his head back and says, "Flinging poo in my castle. You're lucky I don't throw you in the brig."
You asked where we came from. We came from there.
The sewers.
Right.
It was the only way in.
Let's
because
use our
the-
words from now on then, shall we?
The bridge is overrun by undead.
Oh, blimey, is it? Did you hear that, Watchman Mike? There's bloody undead here. Well, thank you so much for delivering the message. Anything else, or should we sling you out now?
We came for help.
Sling us out now.
No, there is something else. You will all surely die in the next 4 days if you do not assist
Oh yeah,
in
that
helping
too.
us.
That's true.
This brick smells so good.
A threat?
No, not a threat, a fact.
Would you like to embellish the fact?
I waved towards God.
We came looking for help because, and I waved a gesture up and down towards Tura. As you can see, there's like a bunch of like coral-looking pink things like just jutting out of her. Some of them like spitting out spores.
Snap
She
one
is
of them
very
off.
sick.
Diseased, is it?
Yes.
Rot bloom.
Oh,
Yes.
no,
Okay.
there's Rotblum.
Bloody rot bloom. Go fetch Daniil. Actually, shit. No, go stand over there. And he points Mike towards
No,
you,
don't you dare.
shit covered
You
on
dare.
him. He says,
I asked for it.
he shouts down the hallway.
Shit, if you
Corporal! There's a voice that kind of echoes down the hallway. Then there's a gust of wind as you see an individual with very pale skin, slightly larger sort of eyeballs in their head, kind of almost alien looking, glide around the corner. Their white hair billowing out behind them, and the rest of their body covered in very similar looking armor as everybody else. This individual sort of stops, her hair flowing out, but continues to flow as if it's caught in wind constantly. And she says, "Yes, Commander. It's very possible that we are all infected with something that could spread through this bloody place like wildfire. I'm going to need you to go and fetch Daniil and also prepare them for rot bloom. So bring a bunch of those. We've got those masks, you know, the awful things that we have to put on. And I got in trouble because I was always wearing it on my chin instead of over my mouth and nose. Bring the box of those with you as well. Yes, Commander. They glide backwards. A gust of wind again down the hallway as the corporal floats away. He says, very well, you've brought a second disease to my castle. I assume you're here on adventuring business.
Yes.
Were you to be reporting to me on purpose, or are you stopping in on travel?
Travel.
Right. What was your business?
We were moving things from Eldessa down south. This is the only way. On the way here, we encountered a druid who was trying to put down a bird, and then this happened, and
I
here we are.
intervened.
Yes.
Right. Bloody rot bloom. Well, very well. What were you
We're a little
delivering?
off the path, but that's because we need to get heals, or else we're gonna all explode.
What was the delivery? Anything we can use?
It's not here. We had to lead the wagon.
Yeah, we
fine.
don't even know if it's around anymore.
Very well. Well, that's really...
What is this rot bloom? How do you know of it?
Rot bloom? Bastard thing. Nasty. I've been doing this job a long time. I've seen rot bloom here, there, and everywhere. It spreads through little patches of the woods. Before you know it, it's in every animal, every bug. Flies on the bloody wind. Few ways to dispatch of it. But I'm assuming you didn't come into any.
No. You asked about our load before. It's a guild, task. There's no way you could take that task. Is there?
Take the task?
Yes. We have to deliver it down south. However, if you need it for this, is there some way you could, I don't know,
Transfer?
yeah, what he said.
Transfer
What
the
is
job
it?
over to you?
Is it weapons?
It's a
Potions?
bunch of
Ste-
metal. It's a bunch of metal.
Metal.
Yes.
Yep.
For weapons.
Not really much use to me tonight, is it?
You could throw the metal at them.
Well, I can throw arrows at them. Javelins and spells.
You're right.
I have a theory.
Never mind.
This will all be over by morning. We just have to hold out the night.
Okay, but
Why
some of us
morning?
probably won't make it till morning.
Right, yes.
Start
Well,
pointing to
you
the
two look
tulip.
fine. That one looks like it's progressed quite far. How long? What is it, 5 days?
3
6? And then you
or 4.
explode.
3 or 4 sleeping 12 hours and then starting and then
3.
walking 40.
About 4. Thrift.
3.
3 days.
3 days? Oh, you're bloody fine. You've got 3 more days till you explode.
Well, last lady seemed to explode within 3 days.
Shit. Well,
Yes.
that doesn't work out well for us. Where's
No.
that bloody... And as he sort of shouts back down the hall, you see a cleric move around the corner. White robes, similar to what you had seen on the clerics of Suril, with the white and gold for the most part, with a sunburst emblem. Quite small, thin-looking human woman, young-looking as well. Oh no, she is an elf, a very young-looking elf. She sort of walks around the corner, and you can see in the torchlight that her eyes glow in the torchlight. And as she sort of gets closer and closer, the commander says, "Just there, Daniil. Rot bloom." She says,
Oh,
"Oh, I heard that there was that there were people that were injured." And he says, "No, injuries? Any direct injuries? You bleeding?"
I am quite
I mean,
battered
I've got
still from the
Yeah.
ogre situation.
You
I've got some
bitten?
dried blood coming from my nose.
Right.
No biting.
Are you going to die?
Maybe.
Soon.
All right.
Oh.
Right, give me one of those masks. And the cleric says, "Oh, these will not help at all. We just have to make sure that they stay away from everybody. And you too, sir." Bloody hell. Well, I can't just leave this to the sergeant. Do me first. Do you? Whatever spell gets rid of all this bollocks. Captain Bollocks? No, bollocks, not Captain Bullocks. Oh, okay. In fact, go get the captain. Me? No, not you. He points to the
Who's on first?
The individual that was there before with the white hair. She says, "At once, sir," and floats away. He says, "What do we do? I need to get back up onto the battlements and deal with the bloody siege." Yes. We are in a bit of a pickle here because I have one spell slot left.
Oh,
And
good.
I can use it to cast a spell to cure your affliction. Or perhaps her eyes kind of flick knowingly back towards Tura. The person who is the most afflicted. The problem that we're running into, sir, is that we have one soldier upstairs whose wounds, he will die within the hour. So perhaps I should...
What are his wounds?
She kind of looks towards Scott and says, she gestures towards her neck and chest. She says, "He has a wound running across his chest and along his neck. We've wrapped it and packed it, but he is bleeding too much. I will need to use a spell slot to cast
I could deal
curing
with that.
spell."
I also can do minor surgeries.
You know medicine spells?
Yes.
Okay. How many? What are we dealing with?
1, 2. Bring them down.
Are you aware of the restoration spells?
Does he need that? I thought he had a cut.
You do. You need that.
If I did, I would use it.
Okay. I did not know if you knew anything about Rot Bloom.
No.
Okay. The commander says, "You'll have to use it on me. Your final spell slot. The restoration. Use it on me. I have to keep this castle in order."
Okay, hold on.
Says, "Of course, sir."
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Surely you can be fixed tomorrow when the lady has had rest. I will die. I will surely die. I do not wish to die. If I do not die, I can help you.
And
She
she'll
won't
leave a
just
massive
die.
mess and kill everybody.
She will explode, yeah, and then
I will
anybody near
explode.
her.
You, you will explode, but it's not for 3 more days.
No, it is
Might be
true.
today.
It's
Soon.
in hours from now. We've
Sir,
been keeping track.
It is 4 days, give or take, depending on the
4 days, give or
exposure.
take. Yeah, and we're on day 3
The
ish.
person that gave it to us died in 1, 2, 3 days.
Perhaps we should tend to this individual first. Well, the problem here is I need to get up onto those battlements and command this castle. Without me, this entire place is going to fall. The zombies will be in here and they'll eat us all. So, what's one life over everyone in the castle? We'll have to strap you down, lock you in the back of that room, close the door. You two can come out, we'll keep you held, we'll find a place, chapel? Put you in the chapel, and we'll deal with everything else in the morning. Come morning, I reckon this will all blow over.
But it's not one person, it's 2. Because of the person upstairs. They'll die if I don't help the person upstairs, as this person helps Tura. And also, you'll be fine. I've been sick for... look at me. Covered in shit.
The cleric
Is there
looks to the
nobody
commander.
else who can
I'm
command?
not sick yet, I don't think. But I could be, but I don't think I am. But I most definitely probably am. Now that I'm thinking about it. and recalling all of my... Oh, crap, I'm sick, aren't I?
I can
I'm
command.
sick as well.
Fix me and I will command for you. I will help you to victory.
I don't think so. I don't even know you. Who are you? What's your names? Do you have any military experience? Command?
Bitch,
What'd you call him?
I call him Fitch.
I am Tura. I am with the Radiant Path.
I am Stone Eye.
The cleric kind of glances towards Tura at the mention of the Radiant Path and then back to the commander. The commander says, Radiant Path, eh? Full training?
Yes, full training. Of course.
And who did you train under? And where?
What precisely is your backstory?
I'm scrolling furiously trying to remember.
His face gets as close as Myth says now to the camera. He starts doing the thing from Curb Your Enthusiasm where he narrows his eyes and gets real close to you, but not too close because he still thinks you're infected and he might not be.
The dungeon master will remember my backstory.
Let me see. You
doesn't know it's on our
you trained directly under a couple of people, so it is a tough
Yeah, I
question.
can't remember who it was. I should have written it down properly.
What did we put down?
Do you all not write anything down?
Yes, we did it in DMs.
Usually, Leah is better than this.
I know, I'm so sorry. Usually I'm so
I called her
casual.
on an off day, to be
New
fair.
Leah.
She does have
very
crazy
distractible
Elias today.
What's going on? I got the bones.
She's got bones.
I got the bones.
You trained under...
Is it in my Google Doc that you sent me?
Yeah.
I was
Radio Path.
What the fuck is this information?
Let me look up Rugo's backstory. Just use that.
Why
That
did-
big paragraph. you
Even I
sent me,
didn't
so
write
I'll
it
show
down.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Or I think I did, but I think I wrote it under the...
Because Excalibur saved me, which I have.
Excalibur saved you, but I don't think
But he
Excalibur
didn't train
trained you.
me. No, which is annoying.
It was, I believe it was the character that you met just before, at the end of the...
During this brief break,
was it
please
Vincent?
remember to like and subscribe.
That's right.
You know what?
And take
I
notes.
think it can be. I think, sure.
Well, you trained
Why
either
not?
under Excalibur, Beatrice, Vincent, Elise, Tristan, or Sir Maynard, but you probably didn't serve under Maynard. And you would have reported directly to the priest, the head priest, who is called Radavelt. No, that's the mage. Thrice Bright.
Okay, trained by Thrice Bright. High Priest. Wait, trained by Vincent. High Priest, Thrice Bright.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in Aurora.
It was in Eldessa, yeah.
In Eldessa, yeah. Okay, sure. And then I'm going to reread through this and realize that we were absolutely wrong afterwards, and we'll just have to retcon. Something will be retconned. It's because our whole DMs are you arguing with me about a place that doesn't exist but actually did exist on your own map. This place doesn't exist, by the way. I think it does. I just looked at your own
Pirates,
map.
Dead Man Tell No Tales did exist. No, it didn't.
I've never seen
Yeah,
it,
we've
so I
been-
have no
That's it.
confirmation for you.
Trained by Renowney the Renowned.
Renowney. Yes, sir, Renowney. Renowney the Renowned.
Renowned, they're renowned.
Renowned.
Okay. I trained under Vincent in Aldesa a long time ago now.
Vincent of the Three Swords, is it? Bet
That
he's
is the
had his
one.
work cut out for him the last few days.
Oh, I would not know. I have been busy.
Well, I'm sure he has as well. That bother with the prince. Well, I
bother with
say
the
that you
prince?
heal me, but to be honest with you, we could use a member of the Radiant Path. These are the undead we're dealing with. Any experience?
With the undead. Do I have experience with the undead? I feel like I might have done.
Entirely up to you.
Yes, but in the
You've done Radiant Path training and you've done
Yeah.
adventure at House
Yeah.
Celestia training, so, and then also you've lived your whole life up to now, so
I've also lived my whole life. It has been a while since I have battled with the undead, but I have done it before.
I voted we do it.
Make me a persuasion check.
Let's vote, everybody.
can
And I
have
just raised my hand. All
advantage.
for Tura.
Tura.
Come on, baby. Oh my god, these rolls. 11 with advantage.
11. He says, I think it might be better that we just leave you here. We can lock you in
Leaving
this
me here will
room.
not benefit the world. You should fix me, now. I start to, like, sit upright and looking a bit more with it.
What do you think, Daniil? The priest initiate sort of looks up at the commander and says, I would agree with the adventurers. I think that we should... You see, the problem is that while they might all be infectious, if she explodes, there's no telling how far it will spread through the castle. I'm sure the sergeant can handle command for a short while. The sergeant is quite capable. That's true. Right. A piece of paper then, first. And he clicks his fingers. Everyone kind of looks around. Paper! I don't have any. The person who has run off can't leave, and the commander says, fine,
Is there toilet paper, like, on my boot or something?
no, there's no
Okay.
such thing. Daniil, heal this one, and then the two of you can send my messages. How about that? Okay. Very well. The problem is that we still need to figure out how we can heal the people that are upstairs. If they are infected, they're also not clean. You're right. Well, one thing at a time. Cast the spell on that one. Points at Thura. Okay. If you wouldn't mind heading out here closely. And she gestures towards you, Thura, and says, like, move past the commander. But not too close.
I
In the
will keep a
hallway?
respectful distance. Do not fear. 6 feet.
He twitches his mustache as you sort of move past.
I stink. Absolutely.
One combat square away, please.
Let's see here if this is this a touch spell?
I think it might be.
Proves an issue, doesn't it?
I know Cure Wounds is.
Yes, it is a touch spell.
The restorations are touches. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Arnar.
Okay.
Or nor.
She says.
That's a puzzle by itself.
He says.
Right.
Here's what I'm gonna do. What are the components? V and
Like a
S.
spell scroll.
Verbal and somatic. She says, I'm going to utter the prayer, and then I'll reach out really quickly. But don't be offended if it feels like I'm pushing you.
I'm not easily offended.
Okay. She mutters a quick prayer under her breath about Cyril's light, darkness, clinging, and banishing the light. And then she thrusts a hand out towards you and just slaps the front of your armor. There's a bright sort of light on that immediate touch, almost as if sort of a match is being lit, and then it flares across the front of your armor. The restoration spell runs across the armor, across your skin, and immediately burns away like flash paper all of the fungal lesions and the spores that run across Tura's body. It's quick and it's bright. Everybody in the hallway has to kind of shield their eyes for a second as a sort of a quick brightness
Smells like sulfur.
flashes across Tura's body. The priest brings her hand back and kind of looks at it, inspecting very closely, and says, I think we just have to hope.
Oh, by Cyril's grace, I think you might have saved me.
Well, as you said, by Cyril's grace.
Can I go over there? Go over there. Tura, get away from us.
I am away from you. I am nowhere near you. Do not fear.
Get away from us more.
Oh, okay,
Get
okay.
away.
And I back
My
down the
hands
hallway.
in like a fling poop kind of motion.
No, there's no need for this. I'm still done.
The commander says,
Not far enough.
right, the two of you take this message to the sergeant. I think it'll all be over by daybreak, so just hold out till then. You're in charge. Good luck. Oh, is that all? Yes. Right.
Daybreak. What time is it now?
Nightbreak.
Great. Oh, do you know anything about these mysterious hooded figures? Some of them have bows, some of them not. They are tall. They are instructing people in the darkness to come here.
Bloody mysterious hooded figures in the darkness?
Yes.
Shit. As if I didn't have enough on my plate.
Who are these people for you?
I have no idea. But I don't like
well-
mysterious figures in the darkness.
Well, they saved our lives.
They
Possibly.
instructed us to go up the poop chute.
They did. They did instruct us.
Mysterious figures in the night that know our secret entranceways into the castle.
It does seem like a breach of security. You should have that looked at.
We always knew it was there.
Well, I will deliver your message, and I will do my best to command your people, and we will survive this night, and you will be fine. By Cyril's grace.
I think I need to, bring this one with me. Infection or no. He needs to be able to cure the person of the bleeding. Even if they're infected, it'll give them 4 days at least. Right. Well, I don't really trust him going all the way up into the castle, especially not into the infirmary ward. Going to infect everyone on the way.
Why don't you bring the injured down here?
He's very injured. I don't feel comfortable moving him.
I might be able to help him. I understand some basic healing. Perhaps
Yeah.
I can stabilize him until the next day, where you can perform something more intense.
Icicles based.
Okay. Let's deliver the message to the sergeant and then we'll head to the infirmary ward then.
After you.
All right.
You stay there. Do not cause any problems. I will be back for you. Do not fear. If I am not back for you, I am dead.
Yeah, whatever. You're welcome.
I'll miss you.
And thank you for your assistance.
Now hold on just one moment. You're adventurers, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I am authorized by House Celestia to call upon adventurers in times of need. I can offer you up to 150 XP each and a fresh pair of military-grade boots for your participation and support.
We would accept.
How could we say no? Except I'm exhausted.
What would Ricard
Like,
do? He would say,
good
could
to
it be 300 XP each?
That's exactly what he would say, because 150 would not give me a level.
In the event of a success, I'll grant you an extra 50 XP each.
And if we fail, we do not need
You
the
drive a
150
hard
anyway.
bargain.
Because we will be dead.
I mean, those of you that do not wish to participate may take shelter. You can hide down here. Well, you, points at Tura, you can shelter in the chapel with the elderly, the infirm, and the children if you like.
I am not going to shelter while the undead ravage your castle. I am going to fight for your honor and for mine.
Right.
I'll fight.
Well,
I'll
I've
do
a
it.
great job for you two, points towards Gott and Fitch. You probably don't want to work with those two, so you can stick with Daniil. And you two, maybe I can send you downstairs.
Downstairs?
We've
Is
got
there
a
more
breach,
downstairs?
and I'm running out of
Oh.
hands.
What do you need done?
Seal the breach. Undead flooding in.
I need arrows.
Done.
You want us to plug the poop chute?
What, that? Well, do you think they can climb up there? Pretty vertical, isn't it?
It is, but I don't, is that what you're talking? Is that what you're implying?
Absolutely not, no.
Oh, then what are you?
They're coming
It
up
wasn't
from the
here
bloody
somewhere.
crypt.
Of
Oh,
course, the crypt. Where else?
doy, of course they are. Okay, well then let's do. I've never fought any undead. God.
I don't think I have either. But if it moves, it can stop moving. That's just the law of things.
That's the attitude. Pop them in the head. Double tap them. Fireworks, too. In fact, when you're up there, he sort of looks towards the priest initiate and then kind of turns to Tura. Get a quiver of arrows and a military firebomb.
Whoa, firebomb.
They'll need
Can
one
I
of
have a
those.
javelin?
Of course, if you can find one.
One javelin.
Excellent. I will use this.
The bloody crypt was sealed, and it's not anymore. Something's pushing up from the below. If you can seal the damn thing, XP's all yours. And the boots.
We
You are
accept.
capable.
All
I
right.
accept.
Well, you wait here, and I'll let you know all about it. You two have got a job to do.
Point us to the challenge.
What about me, sir? Bloody hell, I forgot you were even here, Gary. Gary and Mike, you'll have to stay here as well, I think. We'll have to settle down. Maybe we can all go down into the crypt, give us something to do. Don't mind
Yes.
crushing a few undead heads. It's zombies and skeletons, is that right?
That's right. It'll be like some sort of suicide squad. Suicide squad.
We can
'Cause
be
we're
the
going
suicide
suicide.
Squad.
That's right.
That's the next episode's title. The priest initiate, who again is you recognize the sigil and robes in that this is not a fully fledged priest. This is just an initiate, somebody sort of a priest in training. Tura looks to you and says, "Perhaps we should head out."
Yes, lead the way. I am behind you.
Okay, follow me.
Good
The
luck,
two of
my
you
friends.
Head off. Let's see here. Now we'll switch to Rickard. I'm kidding.
He's been here the whole time. Imagine.
Rickard's for sure somewhere out the front, dressed as a zombie. I feel that that's the only answer at this point. We'll find out where he is. I don't know.
I love
either.
the idea that he's disguised himself.
I
as an
just
undead.
love the idea that
This
his
is so
way
funny.
in was completely different to yours, and he's slowly at the moment walking across the bridge, disguised as a zombie, doing his best performances that he can. I don't know if he's exhausted either. We'll follow Tura and the priest briefly. You are led up and out from the onto the sort of the battlements where there is there's not an enormous amount of military presence here. I think as you're led through the halls, you notice that there is really not like a lot of military. You are led by Daniil up through the Toll Castle, she leads you a sort of a strange way. It feels like you're passing a lot of important rooms. She says, I'm avoiding the south tower, so we have to go up away from the rookery.
Why are you avoiding the south tower? The birds?
I believe the tower has been invaded, so we have to take a long route to get to the North Bastion barracks, and then we can head up onto the battlements and try and find the sergeant.
Okay.
I'm not sure how this happened or what to do. I've only been here for 3 days.
3 days? Your first time dealing with the undead here?
I haven't had to deal with them at all. I've been helping with the injured.
I see. Well, you are very brave for doing what you are doing. But it'll be okay. It will get to dayfall, and for some reason, all of this will be fixed, apparently. So, survive! You only have to survive a few more hours.
Right. You get the sense that she's just terrified, deep down. But just doing that thing, you know, when you're kind of young, you're in, like, she's potentially only in her very late teens, maybe early 20s, and you're still so pre-programmed to just follow orders that you can do it through fear. She's just doing that.
Do not fear. I will protect you. I will not let you die.
Okay. She says, down that hallway is the chapel, if you need it. Points to a sort of modest, well-lit room at the far end of the hallway that seems to be open. The a few times you pass other members of the military. Most of them are dressed in the very sort of large, oversized, heavy armor. Most of them have lances, swords, or longbows. But every now and then you'll see a mage pass through. They're still armored. They actually wear armor as well, which is not always common in D&D. But they have robes, and they're much more lightly armored. Quite a lot of them have robes that come down over their eyes. The thing with the Auroran military is most of the armor, the helms come down over the nose and cover the eyes entirely, and so do the robes of the mages. So almost every single defining feature, it can only be made out from the chin, the size of the person. You know, are they large and furry, or are they sort of small and they have big feet? Might be a gnome, could be a halfling, you know. But you'll see like varying people pass. But again, it's it's a bit of a skeleton crew that seems to be operating the castle. You're led for some time through all of these hallways, a really long and arduous trek through this place. Every now and then these militiamen run past you. Once or twice, an injured person will stumble out, and Daniil the Initiate will direct them back down the hallways towards the infirmary and tell them that she'll be there as soon as possible, before you're led out up and onto the battlements, and you get a good look out from the top of the castle. For the most part, the area is surrounded by woods, and it is far too dark to make out any real details, but you do get a good look down the road that you came up. You do see the undead kind of flooding the area. You see the bridge that you sort of swung underneath, and the battlements are filled with almost every member of the military that are here. Most of them perched on the the east and north and west battlements, firing arrows. Every now and then you'll see like a firebolt pop off from one of the rare mages here, and they're just trying to keep the undead back. They're kind of starting to do that thing in World War Z where they pile up enough that they get close and they create their own kind of hill or ladder, and they're being pushed back. For the most part, it doesn't seem like the undead are able to breach the walls in earnest, but they're trying to thin the herd from the top. Give me a perception check while you're up here. Let's see if you can make out anything else.
10. Just dang fucking average again.
And can't really make out anything else as you're looking around. The infection has left you, so you're not sort of suffering from the effects of seeing the weird hallucinations, but maybe the lack of sleep is affecting you as well. Regardless of whether you're infected, usually when you haven't had a lot of sleep, and I've suffered from this so many times, shadows start to jump out at you regardless. You start seeing weird things on the edge of your eyes, and as you look out and peer out, you do sort of see weird shadows, but there's a lot of moving shadows around there, and you don't make out anything unusual outside of what you were expecting to see. The priest leads you to another orc. You can tell underneath all of this armor that this person is an orc, and they're kind of just shouting orders around. One militiaman runs up to him and he grabs the militiaman, lifting him up onto his tiptoes, and you recognize that he's missing 3 fingers on the hand that he grabs him with, and he reaches out to the wall with his right hand, the left hand missing 3 fingers holding one guy up, and his right hand has a kind of mechanical brace that runs up from his wrist to his elbow that kind of moves. It's sort of like a tinkered thing. It's not vianthracite, so it's not like magical, but it does look like an old dwarven thing, a thick looking brace that runs up his arm and sort of seems to steady his grip, and he grips onto the wall and it locks into place, and then he lifts the militiaman up even further and says,
"Enough with this fear. Come on, fight. Fight to your last."
He throws the militiaman down. The militiaman kind of stumbles backwards, falling onto his butt and sliding backwards.
"Every last man here. Your life for your kingdom. Whatever's going on in your head is nothing compared to what's going on in reality. These undead, that's gonna be you if they get in here. They're gonna bite you, and they're gonna turn you into one of them, and you're gonna kill the rest of us. Is that what you want? Stop it with the fear. Get up, fight."
Turns around. Daniil, the priest, is looking at you, looking back to the half-orc, and the half-orc says,
"Priest, and who's this?"
"Greetings, I am Tura. I've been sent by your commander."
"Tura! When did you arrive?"
"Well, 15 minutes ago, from the sewers." "I'm here to help you. Your commander." I turn again to Daniil, like, trying to remember the guy's title.
Yes. Commander Ivor sent us
Yes,
with a message.
Commander Ivor. Yes, we have a message for you. Here, take this. I take it from her so she doesn't have to give it to him.
He didn't give you a
step
piece
over.
of paper. There was no paper, so you just have to
I
deliver
thought it
it
was paper.
verbally. But he wanted paper, but she says, you are to assume command. Unfortunately, the commander has fallen ill, potentially with rot bloom, and we're having to quarantine elements of the castle.
Terrible timing.
In the castle? Where the bloody hells does rot bloom come from?
There were traces of it all the way in the forest back there. It's everywhere.
You bring an infection to my castle, did you?
I did, yes. I was told you would be able to fix me, and in fairness, you did fix me, but we did not expect all of this situation. You have it handled, though.
Handled? You call this handled?
He turns and points to the absolute chaos around him. He says,
3 men just fell over there. Right off the edge. Fell to their doom.
And now they're climbing back up to try and nip on your tits, and you call it handled.
Well, you're not overrun yet, so you have it under control, otherwise you would not be a sergeant.
By Cyril's fucking light, I've got it under control.
I can see this. I am here to help you in any case.
Good. I'll need it. Can you fight?
Of course I can fight.
Who trained you?
Oh, Vincent of the Three Swords.
Bullshit.
He straight up punches you in the shoulder, and it isn't like a joking one. It's like a punch. He just strikes you.
Just take it without flinching. Try and just...
I think you can. He just punches you in the shoulder and says,
"Oh, really?
You think I would lie to you on an evening like this?
Three Swords. What are you, a knight?"
I remember, am I technically a knight?
No. Knights, sort of the people that guard the royal family.
Okay. I am one of the Radiant Path.
Radiant Path.
A paladin.
Oh, great!
He then, because he's so close to you, grabs you by the armor and pulls you close. Way too close. It's insane. It drags you forward. His left arm has only got 3 fingers on it, but the right arm is insanely strong. Like, you feel it immediately because this strange dwarven bracer that he's wearing on the right arm kind of... parts of it turn and twist into place. It kind of looks like it's made of stone. And he drags you forward and he says...
Can you cast spells? Can you blast light onto them? Oh, the light of Cyril is exactly what we need right now.
I can offer you my sword. I can offer you my... I can smite them.
Divine smites are here, boys! Send them this way!
He points, he drags you to the edge of the battlement, and there's undead all around. He says,
"Smite them all, away you go!"
Pushes
I am
you...
limited in my capabilities.
He pushes you towards the edge of the wall, and then turns around and starts trundling away.
Next one, boys! We've only got to make it to daylight.
Well, he's only got to make it till daylight. Daniel, you can either stay with me behind me, or you can go to the chapel or somewhere you are safe.
I think I have to head back to deal with the injured.
Yes. I should probably have assist you with this first.
I think perhaps you should stay here. She glances towards the sergeant, who's just lumbering around, shouting and literally just straight up attacking his own men.
Then if this completes, then I will come find you.
Okay. Thank you. By Cyril's light.
Thank you. If we survive this night, then I will do my best to reward you heavily.
She glances around and says, "One last thing. There's an Aragonasi here, a corporal. Her name is Vess. She's capable." And she glances towards the sergeant.
Capable. Leader?
Yes.
Then I will look for this.
Okay. Good luck.
We will need it. And I start looking for this any genasi, I guess.
Okay. The other two. Back downstairs.
It's not Rickard and the Fabulous Three, it's Tura and the other two.
Tura and the other two until Ricard returns.
That's right.
The commander is kind of pacing around in the hallway. And it's a good half an hour or so. He kind of... he sort of stops interacting with you and mostly begins talking about all of the varying different plans he had to deal with these zombies throughout the night, which are mostly just things that are as simple as fire and hope we are able to wait it out. The other two militiamen here, Gary and Mike, are kind of just... They're in full military mode. They stand to attention the entire time, answering with like yes sirs for the most part. After a little while, a minotaur wanders down the hallway. Minotaur is wearing the armor of a mage, so a set of robes, but the robe is pulled back. The relatively large kind of bull head and horns that roll back from this Minotaur's head are too big to sit underneath this robe. And the Minotaur gets halfway down the hallway before the captain says, "Stop right there! Infection! This is a quarantine zone." The Minotaur says,
Stay where you are.
Oh, yes. You sent for me, sir?
"I did, indeed. This is Captain Bullocks."
I'm Captain
Hi.
Bullocks.
Not actually a captain. Technically, right?
That's right.
He's the lunch lady.
I'm the lunch lady.
You hungry? 'Cause I'm bloody famished.
Sure. What do they have?
Yes, I'm hungry.
I serve mostly beef-based products. Would you be interested in a corned beef sandwich? Wait, is there corn in that? Everything I serve has beef in it, many of which contain corn. However, if you were perhaps to suffer from an intolerance or allergy to corn, luckily I have provided a different corned beef which is made with tapioca starch instead. It's the perfect supplement, and they should always offer it in every establishment that serves corn-based products. In case somebody should happen to have an intolerance or allergy to corn, tapioca and even rice flour can work as a fantastic alternative so that that person can fucking eat some food with their friends. Would you like a corned beef sandwich?
Yep, I'll take one. I'm very hungry.
I'll take a tapioca beef sandwich, yes. I'll have to throw it at you.
That's fine.
Captain Bullocks grabs a corned beef sandwich and throws it towards the two of you. The two of you can catch it without checks. The magical thing about Captain Bullocks' food is that it can remove 1 point of exhaustion once per year. So you can save it if you want.
Once per year?
Yeah, but you have, and you can, unless you just eat it straight away and you never have to worry about it again, or you can save it, and this sandwich will remove 1 point of exhaustion. And then in a year, you can come back and get another one. But if you eat,
When does it spoil?
well, it's a corned beef sandwich, so
It doesn't.
it will spoil within like 3 days or whatever.
Right.
But
I will eat it
basically,
immediately.
this is a once per year magical effect in that if you just ate Captain Bullocks' sandwiches every day, it wouldn't constantly be removing a thing. You are the once per year.
Very well. I eat it in one go.
All right.
Same.
Yeah, you can remove a point of exhaustion.
Delicious.
Captain
And I
Bullocks.
rest until next episode.
Captain Bullocks was a character that I said
You
to
made up immediately. Like in the game room.
I said the moment they joined the call, we made a joke about the word bollocks, and I said, I'll add a character called Captain Bollocks if all of you send me $1,000. And immediately every single one of them sent me a DM that just says the words $1,000. So I had to do this.
The lunch lady.
The two of you down here can have a short rest if you want or need one, because you're going to be waiting at least an hour before stuff happens. So if you want to do that now, you can, which will allow you also to recover any health points lost. I think it was only Fitch. There were other ways, but none of you failed. You didn't fail many of your checks during the bridge crossings section. Roughly an hour passes with the commander sending varying people back and forth for varying pieces of equipment. You can have another quiver of 20 arrows got.
Perfect.
You can add that to your sheet. And you can add one...
The anthracite crossbow.
One anthracite crossbow worth thousands of gold. You can add a military firebomb, which is a flask of alchemist's fire, which you should be able to find. I think it is just in the basic equipment from the PHB.
Who's holding that? Do you want that?
It's up to you who wants that.
I think you're
should
better
probably.
off with the bomb.
Okay, you're better off because you can throw it.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, it's under PHB equipment, adventuring gear, alchemist's fire. For those of you that don't know, when you take an action with the alchemist's fire, you can replace one of your attacks with throwing a flask of alchemist's fire. Target one creature or object you can see within 20 feet of yourself. They must succeed on a dex saving throw, or they are set on fire, which means they take 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of their turns. That's what alchemist's fire does. So you can basically immediately inflict the burning condition on something with that. The commander says, "Well then, the two of you,
Here we are.
ready?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
You look a little tired.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yeah.
we're all tired, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
From time to time.
I'm ready.
To the crypt."
I'm
With
ready.
a crit.
Crypt.
He says, "You and you," pointing at the Gary and Mike. He says, "You can stay right here. Don't leave." Aye,
I'm
aye,
sure we
sir.
can use all the manpower,
Yes,
but you
sir.
stay here.
He
No
says, "Don't worry. We don't need their help. I've got two strapping adventurers with me. Oh, fuck it."
That's right.
He grabs you both by the shoulders.
Ah,
"Whether we're infected or not, boys, into the crypts we go.
that's right.
Even if we die tonight, or whether we blow up in 4 days, we're gonna go out as good, strong fighters. What do you say?"
That's right. I can't breathe.
I accept this challenge. Get off me.
Great challenge. Excellent work.
There.
That's what I like
I
to
agree.
hear. Right, which way was the bloody crypt? I think it's this way. Out of my way! Nobody come near us! We're coming down the halls! And he starts
Suicide Squad walking in here.
marching
Excuse
down the
us.
halls with the Suicide
coming
Squad.
through.
That's right.
The three of you make your way down a set of
Wish Rickard was here to
stairs.
see this.
Down a set of stairs towards the breached crypt. On the battlements, we see Tura kind of making her way through the varying militiamen that are firing arrows and firebolts into the undead. Rickard is probably disguised itself as a zombie covered in zombie blood and guts, walking across the bridge, pretending he's a zombie.
Looks like old Greg.
Yeah. We see the Castle Gilhollow surrounded by lots and lots of zombies. We also see a red wizard standing within
The
the
second time we've
depths
seen a red wizard, yes?
of the forest. One by one, raising zombies and skeletons up from the ground as he walks, and they turn away from him, heading back behind him towards the castle. And that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you so much for playing, players. Thank you so much for watching, watchers. We are missing a Rickard today.
That was awesome.
Which was why the quality of the episode was significantly improved. If we could get that feedback, in written form on the Discord. I can use it for future episodes. Please do leave us feedback.
Just wonderful set piecing.
As long as it's positive on the Discord. Yes, Orcish was traveling today. He's out and about doing stuff somewhere. Good for him. I'm glad he's out of the house. I'm sure whatever he's doing is just super fun and enjoyable and not stressful at all. And we will be back with another episode of Sidequest in 2 weeks. This time next week, I think an hour after Sidequest starts. I might have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 hour after Sidequest would normally start. We are showcasing a different show. If you like,
replaced. Finally,
we've been replaced.
Taken off the air.
That's it.
Sorry, I didn't roleplay hard enough.
You guys, this was one of the
the sweet
reasons
release
that
of
I
death.
had to get rid of Orcish for this week, is that, and we really had to bring it this week, otherwise we were going to be taken off of the air permanently. PB has taken us off of the air for 1 week due to budget cuts. Next week there will be, if you like dragons, if you like flying on the backs of dragons, you'll enjoy the show that we have for you next week. But it does, just by pure scheduling chance, mean that it was the best time we could do it, unfortunately, was just here. And I said, sure, go for it.
Why not?
No skin off my back to have a week off. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the continuation of the Castle Gilhollow siege. I think Orcish will be back. It's a little ropey this
This
month.
month is going to get weird.
A couple of people missing, a couple of episodes off, and we'll see how it goes. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to run an ad here so that you know what you can enjoy, you can watch and enjoy next week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the continuation of Sidequest. Thank you again for watching, everybody, and
Sidequest.
see you next time.
Sidequest.
Never again shall dragonkind bring fire to mortal war. Your wrath is not of this world. Your strength belongs to sky, wind, story, and silence.